Hey everyone, it's been a very interesting day and I just wanted to share a little bit before the feelings passed and I blew off the significance, I guess. My cat's crazy. So, my whole life almost my whole life, I've been struggling with what I call feeling off, where I didn't really know how to describe it, but things just didn't feel right. My insides felt wrong. Things didn't feel like they matched. Like it felt like there was turmoil inside. It felt like pain. And in the past, people would say, "What's wrong with you? What's the matter?" And then if I couldn't give them an answer, which I usually couldn't, then the shame would start. You should do better. You should try harder. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. You're just too this, you're too that. And I would get sent away. I've struggled with mental health issues, and I've been sent from anywhere to my room to a mental institute. Well, stop being weird. I really don't want her to stop being weird. It's part of what I love about her. And so I learned to either hide the feeling or, pretty much I just learned to stuff and hide the feelings. And to not admit to them and to not confess them, because I knew how people would treat me. I've been learning and growing a lot in my time with the Lord, and He's blessed me with true friends who are curious about me and who love me. And in the past, I am diagnosed with PTSD. And when I got the diagnosis, I didn't think I really had it. I thought they were just making things up and just adding to the list of things they thought was wrong with me. I didn't understand why they thought I had PTSD. And so today, I had a lot happen. I've been doing a lot of thinking and growing lately, and a lot of stuff from the past has been coming up. And as I've been faced with it, I've had to make choices to not repeat previous behaviors. I've had to analyze and try to figure out where I went wrong before so that I don't do it again. I've had to try to remember really hard the Word of God so that I could act obediently and stay faithful. And I got home tonight. I was just feeling so off. And in the past, I would have went to my room and either cried or hid. And I've been trying to find new coping strategies. I've been trying to learn to ask for help. I've been trying to do healthier things. And one of the things I learned about myself is when I'm feeling that way, I tend to work really hard, because in the past when I felt that way, I was shamed and called lazy. And I when my feelings get big, I tend to procrastinate. When I'm feeling depressed, when I'm suffering from flashbacks, I shut down. Makes me procrastinate, makes me give up. And so when I felt off tonight, I didn't want to go back into my old habits. I didn't want to be lazy. I wanted to be faithful to what the Lord was teaching me. I wanted to show Him I'm paying attention and I'm learning and I'm trying to be obedient. And at the same time, I was struggling with anger and hurt, and there was a part of me that didn't want to feel better. It was very confusing. And my best friend, he got home around 6, and he had been home earlier and then had to go out again with his daughter to do a basketball thing. And when he came back, he pulled me aside and he asked what was wrong. And I didn't know. I didn't know how to verbalize it. I didn't know what kind of help I wanted, needed. And I did, but I didn't. It's like inside I could think of it, but I felt like I had already told him 178,000 times, and now was the moment. If he wasn't listening before, then we're all screwed, and guess just stuck like this. And I was just ready to give up, but he was so patient and so gentle, and I could tell he was confused and struggling. And I finally figured out that I just needed someone to be with me. And I realized that when I feel off, I'm feeling off because I'm being tempted, threatened with PTSD flashbacks. And I told him that I said, I'm getting intrusive thoughts. I said, from the past. Because every time I learn something new, seems a lot of times I learn the truth, and then I have to figure out the lie I knew before, and then I have to go back and search my memories and apply the truth into the different memories. That way I can analyze them properly and make better choices in the future. And so I told him, I said I was struggling, and the way that I avoid the intrusive thoughts is I stay busy and I do something that feels productive, something I don't think I'm going to get, like I said, I was trying to finish up on some projects that I'd been procrastinating on because I'd been busy and wasn't feeling good. And I realized that that's the feeling that's off. And he asked what kind of memories I was struggling with, like what kind of flashbacks I was having. And my brain at the time, I was like, what kind of question is that? You want me to go into details of all of the horrific things I've seen and experienced in my life, and I realized he was asking a different question. And so I just told him I was remembering horribly painful things that hurt. And he's like, well, try to remember, you're here now, and you're safe. And that almost broke me. Because I never really felt safe. And I knew he was right. Those memories are in the past. And although they're really big, they're really painful, and they're scary, I'm here now, and I'm safe. I'm here now, and I'm safe. And it's learning to be present in the moment. And in this moment, I am here. I'm not there. And I'm safe. Those people aren't hurting me anymore. I'm not hurting myself anymore. And Jesus is keeping me safe. And I do have hope for the future, because I can see how he's helping me. And things are different every single time. And I finally realized I do have PTSD. And I don't really have flashbacks, because the minute the flashbacks start, I just disassociate so hard. And I'm learning to sit with it and to remind myself that that's in the past. And now I'm here, and now I'm safe. And Jesus, it's all because of Jesus. I can have hope for a future that I'm going to continue being safe. And I'll still make mistakes, and I'll still have errors, but it's going to be a different kind now. It's not going to be the same ones, because I learned and I grew, and now I'm here in this moment, and I'm safe. I'm really so grateful to the Lord for helping me. And I know that he can help each and every one of you if you're willing to walk in obedience. He will protect you. He will keep you safe. And he'll give you a safe future full of peace, hope, joy. So don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck in the future. Focus on the moment. Ask him to help you through. Ask him to help teach you and guide you and lead you to green meadows and peaceful streams. He's got me there, but I had been in the wilderness with the wolves, getting torn to shreds for so long that even sometimes when I'm in the green meadow, I remember the wolves, I remember my scars, I remember where I came from. And it's overwhelming. But I'm so grateful that I'm here now and that I'm safe. If you listen this far, thanks. I needed to process and get it off my chest a little bit. Because if I didn't feel like I learned from it, then I'm going to forget. And I'm going to have to go through it again. And every time I can make it through a flashback, they get a little weaker. And the one thing I've learned about the Lord is He likes to do exponential growth. And now that I know what the enemy's trick is, and now that I've identified it, it won't work the same anymore. I hope that you guys can learn the truth in your walk, in your journey, and the truth will set you free. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're confused about, confusion's from the enemy, truth, clarity, unity is from the Lord. Anytime there's a spirit of confusion, demon. Anytime there's lies or manipulation, demon. It is not the spirit of the Holy Lord. It is not Him. That is the enemy. So don't participate. Don't play games with the enemy. Because all he's trying to do is distract you and confuse you. And it's so easy. He plays mind games with you. And if you don't know the truth, if you can't solidify yourself in the truth, he's got you. He's fighting for you. And once he gets his seeds in there planted, he doesn't even have to fight anymore. He just lets them grow and takes care of yourself. And that's where I'm so grateful to the Lord for pulling up the weeds, for separating the chaff from the grain, the truth from the lies, the love from the lust, for showing me the path. Love you guys. He loves you more. Keep searching for truth. And have a great night.